Hello everyone, my name is Elijah Proctor, and today we're going to be talking about performing an exploratory data analysis so that we can uncover patterns or trends inside data that are not immediately clear. So we're going to be using our retail sales dataset.csv that has some interesting variables that allows us to perform our analysis. We're mainly going to be using the date, the gender, the product category, and the total amount for this analysis. And so first we're going to read the data set, then we're going to make sure that the date column is in a date time format, and we'll ensure that the total amount is always a numerical value. This is to prevent any errors that could occur. And then we're going to make sure that we're also going to have a data set specifically for the correlation heat map that only selects float64 and int64 data types. And so then we can perform our exploratory data analysis. So these are the research questions that we hope to answer. So which product category generates the highest sales? How do spending habits differ between genders? What are the relationships between numerical values like age, quantity, price per unit, and the total amount? And what are the sales trends over time? So we have our box plot here that's going to show the total sales per product category. Then we have our bar plot, sorry. And then we have our box plot for spending by gender. And then we have our heat map to check correlations between our numerical fields, so only using that sales data numerical data set. And then we have our line graph that is for our monthly sales trends. And so we're making sure that the date is always in a string format. And then we're going to group by the months. We're going to group by the months and have the total amount summed up, and this is going to give us our monthly sales for our line plot. And so first we printed out the first 5 results inside the data set, and then now let's go over the results that we have from our graphs. So this is our bar plot that shows which category has the highest sales. And so this shows that electronics generates the most revenue, followed by clothing and beauty. And this tells us which product brings the most money in. Then we have our spending habits. How do our spending habits differ by gender question? And so we have our box plot that compares the male and female spending, and it basically shows that both genders spend pretty similar, since there's no significant difference between male and female spending patterns, as both have a similar range of total amount that they're spending, a little bit below 900. Then we have our correlation heat map. Then this shows only for the numerical values, which is our transaction ID, the age, quantity, the price per unit, and the total amount. And so here we show that the strongest relationship is between the price per unit and the total amount, meaning that the higher price products lead to higher total spending. And there's also a moderate relationship between the quantity and the total amount, which means that buying more items can slightly increase the total amount that customers spend. And now to answer our last question, which is what are the sell trends over time, we have a line graph that shows the sell trends over the course of the months in a year. And so we have our peak sales during certain months like April and July, April through June is our peak, and then we have a sharp drop in January, and this indicates that potential seasonal sales trends or periods when customers are more likely to buy them, and when they're least likely to buy products. So thank you. This is our exploratory data analysis to show our trends and within a data set. Thank you for listening. That is all.